interesting pickup there. I wonder if they're going to do their switcheroo. Seems like they're not going to be changing things up, so it will be XP laner Paquito onto the hands of Cram. Now, I like that, again, that TNC saved their XP laner for last, because now it just allows you to really round off your draft well enough. XP laners for both of these teams will be very important. Renjo and Cram actually play somewhat the same way. Yes, they're known for the two teams that they're with are actually known for really well-executed team fights. Omega a little bit more scrappier, but Renjo and Cram actually play the same way in the sense of they just really love holding onto the lanes and sustaining lanes. But with Renjo now playing the Dairoth, he's going to be more of the aggressive, scrappy fighter. You know, the Dairoth that we saw yesterday up against Echo that really helped Omega come back. Cram, on the other hand, also will have a great chance of being able to pull off his own pickoffs in place because it's going to be his job to look for the savior.
I love the spotlight we put on the XP lane. That definitely is something you folks should watch out for. Just the same, it's what Etomas is going to be doing with that savior. He's watching all the corners, every single lane, even the jungle. You can expect that maybe when it comes down to it, when push comes to shove, might even go for some steals on the Lord.
Yeah, man, and slowly but surely, Xavier has, since the, I guess, regular season, the last couple of weeks that he kind of popped out here, and now I feel like the players that do use Xavier, or the teams that draft him, they've pretty much just gotten to the point where they're so confident with that pick. And if you look at a lot of these, the way the matches go, the objective taking that is kind of the priority of these teams here, it's so valuable because not only do you have this super short cooldown ultimate, right, the Dawning Light, but you can pump out quite a bit of damage. You have the CC, but also you can snipe out objectives from across the map, and we've seen that so far. So there's always that potential for huge playmaking ability from Xavier.
Yeah, and speaking of playmaking, it might be a difficult experience for Ben Things here in terms of being able to playmake with the Lolita, because with the Grok and the Claude to worry about, you have two really good options with being able to disrupt the charge of the Numenon Blast. That's the ultimate of Lolita. But at the same time, on paper, it might look tough for Lolita, but it's Ben Things we're talking about here. He's probably one of the most prolific Lolita players in the regular season with his multiple angle Numenon Blast. Go from left, right, center, everywhere. It's like, how are you pulling off all these angles with the Numenon Blast?
Homie be like an architect.
Yeah.
Just bringing out the protractors and the T-squares, turn around, sidestep.
Hypotenuse.
360.
Math.
Math.
Get that trigonometry formulas out here. But yeah, no, if you guys haven't seen it, go look back at the clips from the regular season. It was honestly shocking the first time we saw it. Quick shout out. That's the buff right there. Quick shout out to the crowd here in lovely Metro Manila. The Filipino Savage set as one of the keys to victory for Omega is that the fact that he has a buff. Halfway a joke, possibly. But the fact is, SMX is a majority, black, green, and blue, man. How do you think that's going to come into play here for the players of TNC? Because for a lot of them, it's their first time being on stage with a crowd. We'll see how that affects them later on. Let's first get into game number one. The Land of Dawn beckons. This is Omega versus TNC. As it is confirmed, it's the Jungle Show again on Ryzen.
Oh. It's interesting. I mean, I guess overall, I don't know. It can go 50-50 or for me personally with the Jungle Cho. But to answer your question just real quick about how is that going to affect the players, the crowd, I think it does play an effect. But again, this is a best of 5. It's not a do or die situation, so they will have time to zone in.
Yeah.
Now.
And
forced.
Yeah, little action here for the Lithuander, but it should be okay. Everyone going to safely back off here for now.
Oh, hold up. It is, was that an invade? Yeah, SD took the purple first. Away from Ryzen, but it does result in a first blood. Wow, TNC's so ahead here.
Yeah, that threw it. I mean, we saw him on the purple side, right, taking that buff, so he took that. So, I mean, I guess this is one of the advantages that you have because you're obviously going to jungle a lot faster with a kid of Karina, right, versus a Cho.
Yeah. A great decision there by TNC to go steal for that purple buff. And now Omega with having a jungle Cho means their backline will be very safe Actually, Chaknu and Ryzen can both juggle responsibilities in terms of being able to take care of Itomax. You don't necessarily need to take care of a Claude in this scenario. You can maybe have the Claude nearby, but the Cho nearby, but because of the mobility of the Claude being able to use the battle mirror image to just freely go around the map or in the vicinity of the area, he should be fine.
And so far, it's a story of SDZYZ just dictating the pace, even if Chaknu is slowly crossing the river to bother him. We have here Cram and Ben Things mere seconds away from an engagement. They do see Renzio. SDZYZ putting it half.
Oh, man. The turtle's going to be for the taking. I think it's just going to go in the hands here of TNC. Omega, all they could do is try to get some vision, but not going to convert to much.
Yeah. And now with a lineup where you have Xavier as one of your main pieces, you have a Claude as your gold laner, this means TNC will probably take control for the first 8 minutes of the game. Maybe at around 7 minutes, Omega might be able to find an opportunity to wrestle control back, but TNC are in control this time around. Too early deaths on a Xavier is never a good sign.
Etomax spots him out. That's 2 of them.
Yeah.
There's nothing much happening except SD. Huh?
Did you steal another one?
He's just, look at
He
him.
stole the orange.
He's level 6, man.
He stole the orange, a 2-level difference between the jungler of OMG and the jungler of TNC. It's like SDZYZ said, now turtles aren't enough, I'm getting buffs too.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, when you're comparing Karina versus a Cho, both on jungle emblems, you just can't keep up with a Karina, man.
So she's fast.
Too fast, I believe, for Ryzen, but again, we can never count out Omega. We have seen the situation from them yesterday, given Carl TZ's Baumund in that I'd say an epic 3-0. That was pretty epic. There was a good back and forth there.
It was.
But right now, TNC seems to be on a whole nother level. Another page!
Oh, Escalera going to be in trouble here. Pops the black shoes. Going to get focused down. 3 members. There's not much room for you to move here. They find a kill, and that goes over to Omega.
Oh, that was a great call by Omega. Finally stop the aggression of Escalera and get a kill onto Itomax. It will sort of balance out the early game difficulty that he experienced. However, Escalera will still be in the lead, but Omega will try to pull off more things like that. Now looking at the items, no one full build just yet, except for Escalera. Escalera already has the Enchanted Talisman. And SDZYC, of course, traditional pick up there with a Molten Essence. Not going to full build that into a Cursed Hell. I'm going to go for Dominance Ice first.
Renzio could be in trouble. They're actually deep under the turret. SD able to get a kill back here. Nice job. Look at him. He's almost level 9. Ryzen, not sure if he wants to go ahead and go toe-to-toe with these two, even though Chaknu's there as well.
Yeah, I just said that SDZYZ won't build the Cursed Helm right away, but maybe because of, maybe it's just a preference of SDZYZ. Turtle not going to be going stolen there by Itomax. But SDZYZ did pick up the Cursed Helm, which will help with the magic damage that Itomax deals. SDZYZ gets great HP as well.
When you're that far ahead, I don't think it would be much of a wrong decision to go build that up. It's quick scaling, so why not leverage your advantage quick? Teamfight in the mid.
Now in the mid lane, Max we get focused down here. He's getting quite a bit of damage. Now he's got to back off now. The rest of the team coming up here as well.
And now Omega, they are gonna try to wrestle just a little bit more control, but TNC are not gonna make it easy for them. Already going for that tower that unleashes the rotations for Yasuo on the Beatrix, and it will really allow him to go around the map more. TNC will start roaming together. At their core 3, their core 4, they're going to go around, get pick off, but Ryzen looks like he just found a pick off there onto Cram.
Oh, Cram's going to be in trouble, but the 1 versus 2 for a little bit. Dawning Light going to miss here. Omega's got to back off. Escalera now here, popping out that dark energy. He's going to back off just a little bit. A lot of this action, the push and pull.
I think this is the main difference between what Echo did yesterday against Omega and TNC. TNC are pressing the advantage. They are going in straight for more attacks, and even if this is a low kill score game, 1-3 in 6 minutes, it's the fact that TNC, again, they know what the next chapter is. They know exactly what the next page is and how to continue bearing down on Omega. But there is one thing that we need to consider. Kelra hasn't died just yet. This seems to be that one Achilles heel that Echo was not able to bear down on yesterday. They always left that gold lane.
That's probably why TNC aren't going to be forcing any moves onto Keller, or haven't forced any moves onto Keller, because they know they just take care of their gold laner incredibly well, so it might be risky. That's why TNC decided to get picks elsewhere.
Oh, man. Nice little vision there. Now, SD going to be forcing Chaknu back here. They actually get this turret again, so advantage-wise, movement around the map in favor of TNC. Turtle's going to be up here too. Ryzen's going to be careful. Man, again, TNC, look at the gold lead that they have.
I think the way that they're addressing the gold lane situation is instead of trying to kill Kelra, they're just bearing down on his lane. Look, they force a switch, quick turtle take here. TNC not giving any quarter, 100% turtle take rate, and they've cornered Ryzen.
Oh, Ryzen with the Way of the Dragon, the Dawning Light combo. Escalera's got a black shoes out of there. Blaze do it's going to be pop too. Now the stun once again. Cram, but Renzio has to flicker out and survive. Cram is still alive.
Wow.
Deep under the turret, SD goes, and now he's trying to find another one. That's going to be the stun there. Chaknu flickers as well. Nice clean take there by TNC. Ryzen, you got to get out.
TNC. This is what we called early on in the season. Totally nice control. Just controlling everything. Textbook TNC right now. The 6.7k gold lead. The items are getting all of it. Omega haven't even broken the 20,000 gold mark, and we're getting close to 8 minutes in.
Yep, that's the rope-a-dope by Cram. Started up by pretending that it was going to be a 1-for-1 or an easy pickoff for a potential objective cross-map. But no, TNC had the next couple of steps ahead, and that's what grew their gold leader to about 7k. Almost a close call. Kelra could have gotten a double kill there, but instead, TNC just completely setting the pace. Now they're going to start taking turrets and objectives. Omega can't even enter their own jungle at this point without having to think of, where's Ben Things?
Yeah, man. And at the same time, SD, again, level 12. He's multiple levels ahead of Ryzen. That's why they have such good control in the jungle, too.
Well, SDZYZ, his efforts early on in the game, stealing buffs, taking objectives, great call there, and now we're feeling the results of that. Omega desperately trying to find a play to get control back.
Oh, Ryzen might bit off a little bit too much that you can chew, but he's going to be okay. Oh, my goodness, never mind.
Woo!
He gets deleted by the damage from Yasuo.
That was a Renner ult. I was wondering, why was he just sitting there? That was a good 3 seconds that he was just watching Ryzen dash on through, moonwalk through that turtle wall, and then boom.
It's like, nice moves, man. But
You can dance all you want, I'll still get you down. And this now opens up the Lord for TNC Pro Team. 9k now is where their gold lead is at. Nope, it just spiked all the way to 10. Not even 10 minutes in. Omega, maybe at this point they're already thinking about, oh man, what do we have to do with the next game? Because TNC, it's going to be difficult to turn this game around if you're Omega. The only shining light that they have is Kelra hasn't died yet, but Kelra doesn't have enough items. He's 2 levels behind Yasuo.
that's tough, man. Again, Kelra really hasn't been able to utilize this Klon pick. The same can be said for even Ryzen, right? So look at the damage coming up from Yasuo, and now Lord going to be marching up here into mid lane. Flicker's coming in. That's the stun they were looking for. The clean kill here at Dumax falls. The rest of TNC trying to do their best. Blazing Duet. Kelra's in trouble. He's got to go retreat, but also Omega now launching on the base. Going to be a killing spree going over SD as they focus on the base to take game number 1.
I've never seen a base at 50% health, but then the game end screen show up. I think that was the crazy amount of damage TNC already had at that point, especially Yasuo.
I didn't even take a breath. I didn't even blink.
What happened?
The base just vanished. That was shades of their turnaround on Echo. If you'll remember,